What's in a name? Does it really matter what they call you in your school? In my previous school, art, music, and theater were collectively called the VPA department for Visual and Performing Arts. In a recent post I saw on Facebook, I discovered that there are other names that are used to describe the arts. Some I had heard of, and others were new to me, and a few seemed demeaning to our profession. The acronyms are pretty straightforward. IMPACT, Individual Music, PE, Art, Computers, Technology. ARC, Academically Related Curriculum. FAPES, Fine Art and Physical Education. PAVA, Performing and Visual Arts. PAM, PE, Art and Music. CAMP, Chinese Art, Music, and PE. And RATS, Related Arts Teachers. I'm not sure I like that one. These are some of the other titles that art departments fall under. The first one I like a lot, Essential Arts. But then there's co-curriculars, quarter classes, Unified Arts, Connections, Encore, Electives, Applied Arts, Fine Arts, Humanities, and Related Arts. The following four seem to indicate that art is a side subject and not quite as important. Exploratory, enrichment, specials, and resource teachers. The worst, though, that I heard of was preps. This name, preps, tells everyone that your only purpose is to offer relief time to the real teachers. You are just barely better than a glorified babysitter because you hold some laughable degree. I would hope that anyone who is called that at any time would stand up to administration and their colleagues and let them know that this is unacceptable. It can also be an indication of the level of professional respect your administration and school holds for that position. If you are a pullout or prep, you may not be respected and less likely to be able to participate in professional development opportunities at your state art ed conventions. You may also be less challenged to step up your game because they don't care as long as you cover pee breaks for the real teachers. As a pullout or prep, that's all you're good for. That kind of lack of support eats at your soul, diminishes your role in the eyes of others, and in my opinion is a kind of psychological abuse. We all know that students who have art outscore their peers by a wide margin on standardized tests. I've spoken about this in other videos, that students score an average of 100 points higher on their SATs. We know that when a child grows up and are called stupid by their family and peers, it has a dramatic effect on their performance, no matter how high their IQ is. It's a form of child abuse. The same thing is true in our profession. If you are referred to as less than valuable as a team member, then you'll begin to believe that you are nothing more than a glorified babysitter. It's important that if you're called these kinds of things, things that are diminishing to who you are, that you try and stand up and make a case for yourself or to change what you're called. If you're applying for a job, ask, what is the art department called? If they say preps, you may want to apply somewhere else. And if you're in a situation where you don't feel like you're respected, maybe you need to look elsewhere. Art is probably the most important subject that a child can have in school, and many of my videos will point to that. If you found this helpful, go ahead and subscribe and check out some of my other videos in this playlist. Thank you.